Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We begin with the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. My name is Abdullah Muslim, and I'm the host of Ramadan. Origins, Practice, and Benefit. This little book here, I keep going back to it now since I started talking about it. Fits in your pocket real nice and easy, even your shirt pocket. And that's one of the benefits of these little books that were written by Sheikh Mahmoud Murad. They're helpful, useful books. You can keep them with you, and they're not obtrusive. They don't get in the way, you know. And they have a lot of answers in them. They're good little books. These were given to me. Actually, he gave me these books personally. But they are available, and I'm not recommend. He didn't ask me. I haven't seen him in years. Honestly, I haven't. He didn't ask me to say anything about them. I'm not advertising them for him for any benefit except the benefit that he gains from Allah for these books that he has written. You know, we've spoken about a lot of we've spoken about the origins of Ramadan. We've spoken of the practice, the different things that we do during the month of Ramadan, and even things to enhance the practice, to enhance your understanding, to increase the reward that you get for Ramadan. And that includes the night prayers, the Taraweeh and the Qiyams, and to just immerse, it's like jumping in the water. And the closer Ramadan gets, the more excited the Muslim Ummah becomes about it. Unfortunately, there are people who are jealous of Muslims and who are jealous that we have Ramadan. There are people who are jealous of the fact that we fast 2 days in honor of Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Musa, alayhi salatu wassalam. And they don't. They only fast 1 day. They're jealous. They have no reason to be jealous. They're going to get a reward for what they do, and we're going to get a reward for what we do. And they'll be punished for the evil that they do because of their jealousy. There are societies that have leaders who conspire to intentionally start trying to provoke Muslims during the month of Ramadan. Because they can't stand, they don't like that we have a time of year when we seek the mercy of Allah to the exclusion of the rest of the world. And then in many instances, they are responsible for a lot of the problems that exist in the world, whoever they may be. I haven't mentioned any other religious group, because all of them are not religious. A lot of them don't believe in God. But they work together. One of the things that Allah has mentioned in Quran, He talks about Iblis. I remember the first time I read that word, Iblis. Who is this Iblis? Satan. Beelzebub, the devil, the evil one. Whatever name you put on him. He's no good. And he's someone that the Muslims are constantly say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. We seek refuge with God from the accursed Satan. And Allah talks about his creation. And Allah talks about when he rebelled. And Allah talks about in the Quran what he has promised Allah that he was going to do. He promised Allah. Because Allah told Iblis and the angels, he said, look, I have made a new creation. talking about our common ancestor, Adam. I've made a new creation, and I want you, I'm paraphrasing here, I want you to submit to him. I want you to prostrate. I want you to bow down and prostrate to Adam. We, all of us, the black, the white, the red, the yellow, or you want to say the white, the black, the brown, the red, the yellow. You know, we are all offspring of Adam, all of us. And, you know, they keep saying, oh, we've been here so many 100 million years, and doesn't matter. Adam is our common ancestor. And we'll find out who Adam was on Yom Kippur. And the angels questioned. They said, what? You're going to create somebody who's going to shed blood and make mischief on earth? And Allah says, I know what you don't know. And the angels submitted. You see, we don't believe that the devil was a fallen angel. And we don't believe that people die and go to heaven and become angels. Angels are an entirely different creation. The malaika, Arabic word, the angels, are beings created from light. And they go and they do what Allah tells them to do. But in that instance, they question, they say, you're going to make a being that's going to shed blood and make mischief on earth? And he says, I know what you don't know. So they bowed down immediately because they knew that Allah knows what they don't know. Iblis said, I ain't going to submit to him. I ain't prostrating. I'm not going to bow down. I'm not doing that. I'm better than him. I'm made out of fire, and him, he's made out of clay. Yeah, made out of dirt. He ain't nothing. Me, I'm made out of fire. Allah says to him, he says, what's wrong with you? What's your problem? I told you to do something and you're not going to do it? Now, I have a limited understanding of the circumstance or the situation and the place where they were. My understanding is limited. I made my living as an airplane mechanic. I didn't sit around. I couldn't. And don't get me wrong. I'm not denigrating anything. I was not a scholar of Islam, but I'm a practitioner. And I have to understand what it is because I can't always go to the things. I don't always have, well now I do with the internet and cell phones, I have access to scholars. But I, just like hundreds of millions of other Muslims, billions of other Muslims, a billion or more, all right, are not always able to, oh, well, this is happening, let me pull this book out and look at it. Why is this person acting like this? You can't do it, so you have to have knowledge about your religion. You got to know it, to use it. It's a tool that God has given us to get through life. That's what Islam is, a tool that Allah has given us to get through life. And Ramadan is the way that we hone that tool. It's the way we make that tool better, the way we make it work for us. Because most of us are just common folk. And Allah told him, get out of here. You're condemned to be away from the angels forevermore. And so Iblis turns to God. He says, look, he says, you know, because you put me out, I'm going to show you that they're not better than me. I'm going to corrupt them. I'm going to give them corruption. I'm going to attack them from the front. I'm going to attack them from the rear. I'm going to attack them from the left. I'm going to attack them from the right. I'm going to make evil and wrongdoing look good to them. I'm going to lay for them on your straight way. Sirata mustaqim. On your straight way, I'm going to lay for them. And I'm going to show you that they're ungrateful. And Allah says, well, if you do that, I'm going to fill hell with you and them, those who follow you. Look, Ramadan gives us a chance to back up, to regroup, and see how to avoid the traps and snares set by Satan. Inshallah, in future episodes of this program, Ramadan, origins, practice, and benefit. All right, I want to discuss this a little bit more, inshallah. But until the next time, peace be unto you. Ramadan Mubarak. Ooh.